collectors, thanks for joining me today. Thanksgiving, I hope everyone had a wonderful Thanksgiving. I hope everyone left work in the dust and had some fantastic family time. Just thankful. I myself am thankful for number one, the blessings that have been provided to me and my family. My family, of course. And also for, the journey that I've gone here and shared with you guys on this channel. Of course, there's many other things that come to mind, but, those are the things that I'm thankful for, that I thought I'd mention here. So if I'm a little bit late on the video, it's because I was busy with family. It's because I was doing what I was supposed to be doing and celebrating with my family. So guys, let's get into it. Sorry it's late again. The great thing is, and let's just start out by saying this is by no means a comprehensive list of the most scientifically data quantitatively proven top 10 figs of 2024. By no means. This is actually, from my opinion, for whatever it's worth, not much, but in my opinion, what are the best figures of 2024 that I've had the pleasure of tinkering around with? It was a little bit hard making this list, but it wasn't all that hard, to tell you the truth. And if some figures, came out a little bit later or earlier, I'm kind of fudging it. Most of it's, close enough to 2024. And if something blows my mind between now and the end of the year, I reserve the right to shoot a whole other video. We'll see how that goes. I don't know if we're going to do that or not, but I have a whole stack of figs that I'm looking at right now from 2024 that I have not had the pleasure of getting to, and I eventually do want to get to them, but we'll see how that pans out over the course of time. Once again, by no means is it comprehensive. It's just what I think, in my own opinion. Your opinion should vary, because we all have opinions, and we all, like figures and, items or, things produced by different companies differently. And that's okay. You should have a different opinion than me. Otherwise, how boring. What a boring life this would be. All right. Let's start off with 5 of my honorable mentions. Now, I didn't put these, I kind of put these in a little bit of order. These are figures that I really liked, but that I wasn't 100% sure where to put them. You know what? 1 second. I had to make sure that I was counting correctly. All right, so let's go ahead and start out with the top 5 honorable mentions. These aren't in my list. They're kind of in order, but not really. Number 5 honorable mention. I really like this figure, and this is why this set was so sought after, really, by so many people. And I think the fact that there was so few produced, that it caused a lot of consternation with the group. So, it was a lot of consternation with a lot of collectors, a lot of gnashing of the teeth, and a lot of getting angry. But number 5 honorable mention is a repaint, because the repaint looks so great. Here, let me show you who he is out of the corner here. There he is. You guys know who that is. Mr. Wreckage is an honorable mention. There he is. Let me see if I can lean him up over here. Honorable mention number 1, Mr. Wreckage. You guys saw him. He's just, the vehicle that he has is bananas. I painted it up in my own style. Go check it out. I made it olive drab instead of that bananas color that he had. But this figure, even though it's Tiger Force, it just looks great. They did a great job with the colors and stuff. It's not wackadoo like some of these figures. It just looks fantastic. So, first of all, this one to me, Wreckage, looking great. So we'll put him right there. All right, on to the next one. This one is still kind of a repaint as well. And again, that's why it's in the honorable mention, but it really made me smile. There's some new sculpting here. There's some new things on here, but for the most part, it's kind of a repaint. It is. You're gonna see a lot of Joe probably stuff on here, but anyways, the retro beachhead. I really enjoyed this figure. I know it's some reuse. I like the colors. I wish they would have done the beret separately. That's the only complaint that I really have about this particular figure. I know he has some, reuse of Firefly, maybe some other figures, but he has no problems with articulation. He looks fantastic. He has all these cool weapons that they redid correctly. I really like him. So this is my countdown, not yours. And, you guys, you know what? Feel free to put your own countdown in the comments and I'll go over it. I'll check it. I love watching other people's top 10s just to see where their mindset is at. But I'm sure you guys have your own list of top 10s. Maybe, I'm egregiously off. But anyways, again, let me know in the comments what your top 10 are so we can go from there and other people can see, hey, actually this was a great figure or whatever. So Beachhead, retro, wreckage with this tiger paw. Now, what else do we have here? This was another figure that's kind of out of left field. I reviewed it and I really liked the look of it. It was a bit of a surprise to me. I didn't know I was going to enjoy it this much, but this mole rat looking dude, the Zeta 9 dude. Oh man, he looks just very cool. Great articulation. They could have done some better work here on the ankles and stuff, but he just looks fantastic. It's soft cloth. I mean, he just looks great. He's got a bunch of accessories, some, all this stuff on here. He just looks great. So to me, number 3 on the top honorable mentions there for 2024, that guy right there. All right. Now we're getting into the good stuff. Might get into some controversy. I really like this figure, but there are some, I don't know. There's not really, I've had a little bit of an articulation problem with it, and it's mostly in the midsection, but number 4, but I love the way it looks. I absolutely love the aesthetics of it, and the articulation problem that I have with it is kind of nitpicky. So, you go watch my review, you guys will see it. But for the most part, this figure is awesome. It inspired me to even do a video tag team with it. So here we go. La Muerta by Loose Collector. Executive replica, I don't know, Loose Collector, I believe it is. I really dug this figure. I really like everything that you can do with her. So anyway, she's one of my, honorable mentions. She's not in the top 10, but doggone it, she was fun to mess with. So I had to have her in there. So there we go. And the top of the honorable mentions. And this is going to be controversial. It's okay. And I didn't want to take him out of where he's sitting at the moment, because I just don't want to take him out yet. I want to do something else with him. The top of the honorable mentions goes to the retro Cobra Trooper. I don't know what it is about the durometer that they used on here, or what was going on with the plastics. He just looks way better. So there you go. These are my top honorable mentions from 2024. We'll get into the list in just a second, but Wreckage, Beachhead Retro, Zeta 9 Mole Rat looking dude, La Muerta, and Retro Collection Cobra Trooper. The weapons, everything just looks great with that one. The color, just fantastic. I'm going to move him over here because he's got a lot going on, and we've got some more things to get to. All right. Now, the way I did this, I didn't break it down by, this is anywhere from, all these toys are anywhere between, $0 to $100-ish, right? That's the range that I'm looking at right now. This figure, I don't know. I only got it in 2024. It may have been released earlier. Sue me. But I only reviewed it and got it in 2024. And this is on my top 10 list. He's number 10. I don't know. He's number 10 because I think there's a little bit of some scale differences here. Maybe I'm the crazy one, but this figure shocked. Number one, to be on the top 10 is just, you know, awesome in itself. But I really like this figure. I just loved it. I didn't expect to love it, but it's amazing. It's amazing. It really is. So here we go. Number 10, Mafex Steel. Man of Steel Steel. I really, really enjoyed posing this figure. You know, just doing all kinds of stuff with this figure. It's just a fantastic figure. It's been on special a few times. If you have an opportunity to pick it up, pick it up. So that's number 10. The cloth goods on it, the articulation on it is just phenomenal. Go check it out if you like. All right, moving on to number 9. Number 9 is in here. Number 1, it's a great figure, right? Number 2, it was fun, and I'm giving it away a little bit here. Number 1, it's a great figure. Number 2, the hype around this figure was tremendous, and it deserved a lot of it. And it was fun actually waiting in line and buying several for other people. This figure has more to do with the way it makes me feel, rather than it, you know, what it articulates and what it looks like, although it does a really good job of all of that. It looks great. It makes me feel great. And I had a good time acquiring it, and I've had a good time messing around with it. And that is the Bone Collector from Valaverse, the special convention exclusive with the minigun and all that, the 100th figure for Valaverse. So that is number 9 on the list. Like I said, it's not only about the figure, but the way it makes me feel. And I had a tremendous time acquiring this figure and just having a blast getting it. And, you know, it was just fun. It was just a fantastic time there. So there's that. Now, number 8, I believe. Number 8, I kind of knew I was already going to like this figure. I already knew it. And we've been waiting a long time for this particular version of this figure, and we finally got it, and it is a great set. So without further ado, here he is, Sabretooth, in the specific style and set that we wanted him, right? It's too bad we had to pay a premium for him. It's too bad they left pins in his legs there. I mean, whatever. But still, the figure looks tremendous. He's got some great articulation, some great crunching, the bigger buck. It just looks great. So they did a great job with it. So good work. Good work on that, Hasbro. So moving on from there. Number 7, I believe. 10, 9, 8, 7. We've been waiting for this figure for quite a while. This version of Venom, the cartoon or the, kind of more comic book type accurate Venom with the great articulation. He's got a crunch ear. Yeah, he's just really well articulated, really well done with the tongue and everything. You know, we used to have to pay a really huge premium for him with that 3-pack. The only thing he didn't come with here is, I think, the head, the half head thing, but I think I have another one there. But this is a great figure. I love how much you can articulate him. It's out of control. This buck is out of control with the way you can articulate it. I think it might even share the buck with Sabretooth over here. So, number 1, it just looks great. It just looks great. So I think his bottom torso is about the same buck as him. So it just looks great. They did a good job with it. So there you go. Number 7 on the list, Mr. Venom. He is from the 40th anniversary, I guess. It's the Walmart exclusive version of him. Now, if you guys say that you couldn't find him, I mean, he was on the Walmart's webpage for forever. It was like a week, maybe almost a week. And now he's nowhere to be found. So if you didn't get him, you only got yourself to blame. It was up there for quite a while. All right, moving on. Number 6 in the line of my top 10 figures that I picked up. And I really didn't want to pick up this figure. Number 1, because it came with a really odd, it came in a really odd set. it came with, well, some would say vulgar, a vulgar figure. But I'm a big fan of this particular character. I had to pick him up, and I am not let down by it. Yeah, not let down. I think there is one thing on him that I didn't like, but for the most part, he just looks great. Great accessories and everything. He just looks great. Everything that I was promised. And that is the Punisher pack with Bushwhacker over there. Punisher himself. Just looks great. And I gave him the retro Cobra Troopers gun because it kind of looks like the one that he had in the first appearance where he's shooting up Spidey. The only problem I had was this. This is a little weird. The teeth there for the skull. I wish they would have just painted that on there, but it's fine. It's not a huge deal. What is this? Number 5? Are we? Is that where we at? 10, 9, 8, 7, 6. This is number 6. So, number 6 on the top 209 ID's top 10 there. So, there we go. Let's make... No, we can make some... We're doing good. We're doing good. So, there he is. Let me see. Yeah. All right. Moving on to number 5. This one's a little bit odd because I'm cheating a little bit. I'm cheating a lot. This figure just came out, but the body of this figure is actually really great because it lends itself to so much kit bashing, and at the simplest level kind of kit bashing. And that is, what's his name? Yeah, okay, I got it. Well, here, let me show you. Colonel Siege. As you can tell, that's not exactly Colonel Siege, but this buck lends itself so well to the different head sculpts that you can use with it. I think the Wolverine head sculpt on here is absolutely phenomenal looking. So for that reason, because he's got all the regular articulation, he's got, these cool little guns that he's got here. He just looks great, and he's so easily to kit bash and stuff and to make him look great. He's got so many things that you can do with him. Yeah, I'm gonna have to sit him at number 5 there. So let's see. Let's move the Punisher over here because he likes being next to her, La Muerta, over there. And we'll put, we'll put him over here yelling at Venom. There you go. So let's move him a little bit back. Uh-oh. We're going to have a problem here. Are we having a problem, guys? Are you guys fighting? Let's put that there. Number 5. There you go. All right. Moving on. Now this one is number 4 because, and it's from anyways, you guys will see who it is in a minute. It's a surprise pick because I'm just glad we got it. And this one is a hard one. So it was a hard one to get for a lot of people. So I don't know if everybody got them, right? But the fact that there is no issue with articulation and the fact that we never thought that we'd ever get this figure. It is an exclusive, and a lot of people eventually did get them. If you were purposeful with it, if you followed the advice of the other collectors, then there was no issue getting them. So I actually got my first one from a good friend of the channel, Mr. Gonzo. Shot this one over to me, and I think you guys know who it is, and that is, and I never thought we would ever have this. Just the mere fact that we have it is amazing. That's right, Once a Man, Cobra Commander. Absolutely love this figure for what it is, a representation. I know this is a controversial pick. I'm okay with it. I never thought we'd have this figure. It's a figure that is just not common. Was not going to happen. A lot of people didn't think we would ever have this. So for that reason, and because he looks great, and because he's just an iconic figure in the cartoon, there he is. Once a Man, Cobra Commander, number 4. All right. Moving on, this is also a very surprising pick because I haven't reviewed it, but the mere fact that I was able to do specific things with it without breaking, because I've actually been very critical of this company lately. And until I got a hold of this character, I wasn't sure if I'd ever go back to them. But I gave them a chance. I'm like, you know what? I'm going to take a chance on it and see what they do. Now, this is a very spindly character. So I was very interested in how well they made him or how badly they made him. Well, here it is. Without further ado, where are we at? Number three in the lineup, Spider-Punk from SH Figuarts. Just the mere fact that he can strike this pose right here and cross his legs and do all this, he's very, very articulate. You can articulate him like crazy. He's got tremendous articulation. There is some problem articulating him to the back because of this hard plastic. I would have preferred this to be soft goods, but that's all right. The look of this figure, the articulation in it, the absolute ways that you can have this figure stand out, just mind-blowing. So for me, yeah, I really like him. I really like this particular version of Spider-Punk. SH Figuarts did a tremendous job with it, but I would expect nothing less from it. So I'm going to move Zorana's drinking buddy over here, and we'll just put him right there. There you go. Now you have Zorana. Here, let me move that. Talking to Spider-Punk. There he goes. All right. So moving on from that, another really great pick. I think this whole line will eventually explode. People are going to go, why? I mean, they're still available, I think, on Big Bad Toy Store. And I think, oops, came apart on one of the little pieces. It's got so many different things on here. As I was tinkering around with it, came loose. I'll show you what it was that came loose. It's not a big deal. It just goes back in. And I think this particular company is going to actually... Now, these figures are still available on Big Bad. And why people haven't been picking them up is beyond me. Maybe it's the price for them. But I think people are going to be, very, very regretful of it if they don't get in on it now. I think these things have tremendous potential. And they're great figures, and they look fantastic. So far, I've been gushing about them on my channel. And just the customization, they built them with customizers in mind and collectors. Without further ado, it's one of the reasons that I bought these guys back here, the Gridiron Walkers. Without further ado, the Sleepwalker from Gridiron, because of all the little different head sculpts and tubes and just things that you can do with this figure. Just mind-blowing. Absolutely mind-blowing. This whole line is going to explode, and I'm just waiting for it to go bananas. I'm glad I bought a bunch of them. It's going to be insane with this line. Just the articulation's on point. The sculpts are on point. The weapons choices are on point. All the things that you can customize on it are on point. They scale well with G.I. Joes or Marvel Legends or anything that just... They did a great job with this figure. So we're going to put them right there. Yeah, that's number two. That's number two. Now, the number one figure. Ultra controversial maybe, but I don't care. And you've been looking at them this whole time. And recently, I just found out who this cat was. I don't talk to everybody on YouTube, and I don't know every toy tuber. But I actually bought another one of this figure because I know this figure I want another one mint, and I want one to just screw around with and mess with because it was so much fun. And I plan on buying every other iteration that he had over at Legion's Con. That's right. You might have already guessed from you know, what I just told you. You were looking at him the whole time. The number one figure for me of 2024, Odious. I think he came out this year. I'm pretty sure he did. We got him in hand. The articulation, the fun, the different, the articulation is off the wall that you can do with him. And that is key for me. The soft goods on him, the hands, the gestures, everything that you can get this figure to do is insane. It's just insane. This figure, I'm sorry, it's amazing. And what am I sorry about? This figure is an amazing figure. To me, like I said, looks are important. He's hit all those marks. Soft goods are important to me, very important. He's done all that. And articulation is paramount to me, and he's done that. This is what happens when collectors create a figure. Serious collectors create a figure that they want for other serious collectors, and they do things that are important to us. So, Unparalleled Universe, great job. Fantastic work on this Odious figure. I'm looking forward to more of your work. I mean, you killed it with it. So, that, I hit him. Here, let me move this guy a little bit. Can you see him now? He's back there. Maybe he deserves to be a little bit more up in the front. There you go. Now you can see him. And with that, we come to a close. Now, do I reserve the right to change this up a little bit some more? Absolutely. I might do another video because I'm looking at it right now. I've got another set of figures I want to get to. So that's going to be fun. You know what the really hard part is, and I'm going to get some flack for this, is picking the top 10 worst ones. And I'll argue with anybody who wants to. I won't even argue with you. I'm not going to argue with nobody. I'm just going to tell you what I think, and we can agree to disagree and move about our lives. It was really hard picking the top 10 worst figures. As a matter of fact, my list is still incomplete, and I got to pick it out by tomorrow. To me, I don't care when you think the golden age of toys or toy collecting was. I don't care. It's irrelevant. This, now, in this timeline, look at this. This is the HasLabs, the vehicle scales, the joints, the articulation, the artwork, the artistry, the marketing, everything that goes into this thing, the customization that's happening. This, at this moment in time, this is the golden age of collecting and of action figures. This is it. Look how far we've come. At this moment in time, there has been nothing, in my opinion, better than what we've got so far. Will this continue to go? I hope so. I hope as we continue to move forward through this, that it'll continue to keep getting better. But for now, it's amazing. I mean, I think we have, incredible articulation, incredible imagination, and incredible characters being created. So in my mind, this is it. We're in it deep. So guys, thank you so much for watching. Special thanks to the members who make, through their generosity, through their belief in the channel, through their guidance and input, make this a better show. And hey guys, I hope you all had a wonderful Thanksgiving. I hope you have a wonderful, I hope you have tomorrow off as well. Tomorrow morning, I'm probably going to go do a little bit of hunting and see how that goes. But I'm also going to have a tough time picking out the top worst ones because that's the hard part. There are some really good figures out there, and even the bad ones are okay. So anyways, guys, thank you so much for watching. Appreciate every single one of you. And remember, if you're doing this hobby and you got a smile on your face and you're giggling and you're having fun, you're doing it right. As long as you guys keep watching, I'll keep rolling it out.